Now, yeah, answer all questions. No, you be who questions, yeah, answer.
Okay.
So, you've answered somebody's question. Say, does cohabitation count as marriage in Ghana?
Cohabitation me paucho Debbie. Now, I've been breaking it kakra. Now, emfa say minoti. But yeah, 5 years in it. We shall put him say me with you. And once I say Yakoba, what me change again. Be a fine movie, emphasize movie as a boy, and I'll back crash over Bobra. And I wish you have many who at the end tonight after rent in the wedding till let's live together. 80 well, we shall we are just living together for about 5 years, 10 years. Minkoya one day. Say BBC, ya wumpo. And I say, there is nothing you can do to me because family members don't know that we are living together. And know that I am Panatriana in Vaswobia.
Okay, yeah, say. Fine. But what if since that time together, I will best for every how do you call it? Outdoor rimbia or moba. So then they are witnessing we are living together. They are witnessing together. Or no any still.
Inti Emrano. In fact, I wouldn't. In fact, customary in terms of customary law. You be to say formal and informal marriages in terms of the traditional marriages. Into informal one, formal one say wakwa your band who they follow the process as it is. Informal one akwa to say fine. Ebusuafo nim say me no wo ho. Me nya wo adu o ma me no wo ho nti ye tete sa awarefo. Ye ba me ko bi. Ye party family get together me ko bi for a very long time ti akwa say omo nim ye tete sa awarefo. And ye informal no. Bibi sa relationship we no say bi ja o sa keka emransi there bi o say bitimi sumu na say me ye bibi ma because ya fan it say aware eno ye mpata no ye usum no say usum no it's the point is that it's still being many of the courts don't even who say ya hwe ni yi a e be ma mpana twa ba be ye formal inti yen so sa mom there but it is a kind of informal marriage because family members are aware. And for example, say 10 years, and I'm sure already 25. See, I already be 40, which means that I've taken your entire youth. And so that becomes some form of informal, traditional marriage.
Okay, if Obia Wari will be under customary law now, obeti me acquire ordinance now.
Debbie, okay, well, say why your customary law traditional one? Me know why you fine. Me know why your customary one. Me know why bet me a convert sawari to ordinance. Na ba be ye monogamous. E ba na sa dia mean to me for baby ameka ho biom. Say me ware na ka ho. So, e do bia ya na mistake say okay. Yes sha bra boss ni hwe ne dey ware fie. And antika ka si ya ye sika kakra nti a convert ya no ordinance. And if you do be me hwe ade sika na do so you can go around and then me confa obi aba be ka ho. It's not possible. Because you know many of the men after many of the African men, Sikaba that was a pair of but the point is that once you are under the ordinance marriage, ordinance law, you cannot add on to it again. If you must say once I no court, no, mean to me some wife for a court, but meet me a wife for a fee. Many men will run to a different town. No, that's bigamy. To your side to meet you too. Why no I worry? Tell dear Imrano.
Smarty, and bigamy against the law.
It's against the law. Intimate, yes, sir. Me, we are hunya. But is Yana, the money be brave or be we are no one diatum. But the problem is that the Wunya same Sisiana. It's answer be man, why that under the ordinance need to know. Why Bobo was some wegu?
Wunya same to say, for example, Papa ni film now can say, oh, me near me ba. I am entitled to some of the property.
Because you check here now, Beman or wider than into our illegal. Into one money dear. Of course, they have an inheritance somewhere, but your marriage is illegal. There's nothing the court can do for you. It's not just about the men alone. It's about the why we are okay. And recently there was one case. Beman is with Jai. Oba na mbisa certificate bia divorce certificate bia no gitum na ye no ho ade wo fie say na be ma no nyae. In fact they are in the process of divorcing but ye nwie ne san kan certificate which means technically oda so you be yere to open so masa be ma say be ye ho ade a o still time oda so you be kunu to open so ma be ma say be ye ho ade a o still time so you really have to be careful and do due diligence. So see with a certificate, just to be sure, because we don't want to repeat. You know what is going on already. Coach here said why and coach Dobroni issues again. Will be any now. Okay, right.
Okay, so let's go to the next topic. Bacha, we are waiting for you. Can you check if we have any questions? Control, do we have any questions?
Okay.
Can you text it to me? Can you WhatsApp it to me? Thank you so much. If you have any questions, our control room is checking out the questions on the other live. So say hello to us, send us a message. Okay, so let's continue.
Right.
Or should we wait for the other questions?
There are more questions here. So
yeah. What are the legal grounds for divorce in Ghana?
Okay, all right.
Oh, sorry, I think I missed one question. Let me go back to that question. I'll say, which marriage types in Ghana allow polygamy? Because if I go to divorce, I've moved too far. So let's keep on the issue of marriage.
All right.
Okay.
So which marriage types allow
polygamy?
Oh, okay. So that would be the customary law marriage or the traditional marriage, and then the Islamic law marriage.
Okay.
Because Islamic law marriage, you can have 4 wives.
Okay.
4 wives, and then as for the customary one,
4 or
4 wives
maximum. So you can't
maximum
go above
4.
4.
Maximum 4.
Is it a type of Islamic?
That's Islamic law. It's in the Quran. It allows the men to have 4 wives.
I think we need to check this because the popular Ned Nwoku situation, he has 6.
Well, maybe he married under customary law even as a Muslim. So get the difference. So this is it. When you marry under Islamic law and you follow the steps to marry under Islamic law, you are entitled to 4 wives. And any Muslim will tell you that. But if you marry under customary law, then you're entitled to infinite wives. So if you want to carry 1,000, that is your own wahala. Okay. Do you get the difference?
Yes, I get the difference.
So those that want to have
people should know the difference.
1,000 wives.
I think that if 1 is not enough, 2 will not be enough. Definitely not 4. So it's better to go for the infinite option because you will never be satisfied.
Wow.
Personal opinion, POV.
So well, if you want to have a lot more wives, like King Solomon, go for the customary law marriage.
Be satisfied. Okay.
That's right.
So can an ordinance marriage convert into a customary marriage to allow polygamy?
Right. Very, very interesting one. There was a man who called one time. It's like, court wedding. So the only thing is that you must go and divorce your first wife in court. Then you come and remarry her under the customary law. Then you can add on. But once the ordinance has not been cancelled, you cannot add on. Indeed, the only way you can convert ordinance to customary is to divorce, pass through the normal divorce process in court, and then you can remarry the same woman, or if you like, of course, remarry the same woman first, and then bring number 2, number 3, number 4, all under customary law. Okay, so let's not make a mistake. Once you are going for multiple wives, all of them must be kept under customary law. If you make a mistake and convert any one into ordinance, you're going to have a problem.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Control room, I'm still waiting for the WhatsApp question.
But we can still go on with what we have here. There's still a lot more.
All right, so under polygamy, I think what happens if a man married under ordinance takes a second wife under custom?
So a man married under ordinance
takes a second wife under custom.
That is bigamy. That's what I just said. That's absolutely, in fact, that is bigamy. It's a criminal offense in Ghana. You can be arrested. You can be fined. You can be arrested, fined, or jailed, or fined and jailed, whichever one. I mean, but it's a criminal offense. It's a misdemeanor in Ghana. So don't do that. Don't do that.
All right. We've got the question from the control room. It says, if you do court marriage, but your wife leaves you, like DL issues, we all know the DL she's talking about, and the man shows another woman publicly and marries her as well for more than 7 consecutive years, can the second woman have case? Please explain, because I heard something from a Boronya show last week. Are you clear on the question? He said, if you do court marriage, but your wife leaves you.
Okay. Your wife leaves. Okay.
And the man shows another woman publicly and marries her as well for 7 consecutive years. So what is the definition of leaves you?
Yeah, so maybe left the home, but not technically divorced.
Is there a separation?
Yeah, so you've separated from the man, or you have even deserted the marriage. It is not automatic. It doesn't mean it's automatically your marriage has ended. It's a ground for divorce.
Yes.
So you take that issue to court. And get your divorce done.
And do you know that there's a certificate of divorce?
Yeah.
Get a certificate to say that you are divorced.
That's it.
I don't know why people stay 7 years, 10 years separated and don't want to get divorced. I know somebody who has been separated for 7 years. The man has gone to somebody else, has a child with a person, and then she's still saying, oh, we'll get divorced. Oh, I'm waiting. What are you waiting for? He has obviously moved on.
Yeah.
I know somebody 7 years, 10 years. So please, let's get things done properly. I know that the court system is a bit difficult and actually also very expensive. It's expensive to get divorced. So.
Well, if you go with a lawyer, yes. But if you want to represent yourself, it's cheaper.
But you know people will be intimidated. Just imagine, say, if you want to bro for no papa, ne akacho se kojina we court da. And easy.
No, but the thing is that
say yes.
Oh, it's many of the many of the divorce cases no judges near or chambers anymore. Yeah, into mostly we kono tisenia me ne oti hey na judge net ho. Ni edi nkomo.
It's still intimidating. It is called crony efreno ento wada. So you say it theoretically, say, oh, it's in chambers, it's easy.
Yes,
but when you are there,
it's easy.
No, it's a bit intimidating.
Oh, okay, yeah,
that's right. It's a bit intimidating.
I don't know what happened to you.
Go into a room, no matter what, don't call court that it is a legal process.
When I was studying, because it was very liberal, fine.
Yes,
with
liberal,
fine.
Yes, but nipa not a brofo na.
That's what country.
Okay, but not a brofo.
We're not brofo in the country expressing.
No, only lawyer.
I'm one to represent you, both couples and your lawyer.
Okay.
Okay. I was here to say any divorce cases in your lawyer.
So it's good to hear.
Yes, you can represent yourself. In any case, once you understand the processes, you must be coached anyway. But anybody you can represent yourself in a divorce matter. Into any lawyer, into one or make you move because what you said, lawyer begging 50,000, 60,000. Yes, rightly so. Rightly so. Into money probably academy. Into just to clear the air, ubet me represent you. Here and say only counselor, only lawyer, anybody to coach you. Na wait me ako kan wasem ni why? Into me mono eya na me pe enu mom chen say ubehye dem mom na wunyaye. Now so be no atiesi abontin and aso ba no kwa watiesi abontin na why foforo and I say oye ne masem whichever way it's not always expensive. Okay, to just seek the right legal consultation. I think you'll be fine.
Okay.
All right.
Let's move on. More questions. I hope so we've answered that lady's question. Basically,
so.
What we are saying is so far as on Jan so we Jan dear, then if you have moved on publicly, per my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong. If you have moved on publicly, married another woman, then it's fine. But Jana will can see, but your wife leaves you like DL issues. Nature say, omunye divorce here, and if you really listen to this DL issue out, the main issue here is there was no divorce.
Yeah.
That is what is causing all these problems.
Legally, she's still a wife.
It so what marries her as well for 7 years. 7 years in the I don't think it matters.
No. Come on, why need customary law there? And customary marriage there can be a problem because Bema needs me wired to but once our ordinance was on that's where the issue is.
Yes, so if the man is still alive by God's grace and hasn't joined hasn't passed on like deal on there, the best advice would be Cynthia, you do the right thing and go and how do you call it? Divorce.
Yeah, get the divorce. Dissolve the marriage.
Dissolve the marriage and
there's one issue. You probably feel says a two and among to petition the court and I say, "Who to and I'm also pursue Jaya one I ever boka." It is not true. And people feel that me and me petition and me and me guys I mean why no me ever bomeka. It is not true because in each case be a fair hearing. International petition na say yen survey wa yen tin fi wa yen tin grant divorce no.
But there are situations, and I know of some situations where the people they were summoned by Mamba.
Good, it's a civil matter. Obi am for so. One year na dey asem akọ. Intimidate call no na serve and I was one respond. Na fi ya my hearing.
Such a situation, what I know is that they will make sure that there's evidence that the person has been served. Ebi okra adni idea serving nipa na edebe kokko bo ebi otin in the wall no.
Substitute service, yeah.
Yes, notice saying nipa waits a bra court for divorce then when they are able to grant divorce without the person being
not in the Ghanaian law. You ever try?
No, yeah.
Not in Ghanaian law.
Yeah.
No. Who be that? And the Binyan TV that say one appear. That's a criminal case.
Maming explaining.
Explain, Chairman.
Okay. Me say, and this is not once, this is twice. In Ghana.
Okay.
These are people I know personally.
Back one call you grantee.
Back one call. You bet, and you say you are within a month near grant you. You bet postpone. Ama lawyer not share say. Why didn't the person come? Has the person been notified? Is it obvious that Nipana has been notified? Yet the notice na kobo Nipana war Nipana are responded maybe by mail and I be say hana mete and I said there's evidence say unim say hana Nipanete. Wako Nipano ho? E show senti hana Nipanete ya serve no but we mbwao. Say omuyesa they will serve the person.
Ghanaian law?
Yes, they will give the person the divorce.
What matrimonial causes act now? Baby, actually, how said you see Jawari? We be to say you be a civil under one bar.
Not once, twice. I have witnessed. Yes, because the person has refused to come. Then you show evidence to the court that maybe say you are in touch with the person, maybe by email and as a letter. So you show the correspondence. Say, "Ma tro nipano, ma serve nipano." The person is refusing to come. After some time, the court will grant it.
Okay, minimum there still I dispute it because based on the Matrimonial Causes Act, BBN Hosa,
as I said, I've witnessed it not once.
Okay,
but why?
Museum research. Say because there are many people who have been served that when see her, we are waiting for them.
They will grant you the divorce when they realize
civil matter.
Yes, when they realize that the person didn't come, they will grant you.
Okay.
Yes.
Until there, no problem.
So you can check. Maybe there are people who have had that experience who can share their experience with us.
So because when you say in the UK, they will publish it in the newspapers for some time. That is where they can use that as ground to even grant the divorce in the person's in the respondent's absence. But in Ghanaian law,
but I'm telling you.
All right.
That I've witnessed. Yes. Control room. Do you have any questions? Okay. So do we have any questions here? The conversation is getting interesting, isn't it?
I think you can wake up near Sheha.
Okay. So I think the next question is, what are the legal grounds for divorce in Ghana?
Oh, okay. Yeah, and you call Matrimonial Causes Act, and that is what the law has provided that say is here court. That is under ordinance marriage. Into number one, adultery. Say obano and I say bema what trying to akofa oba fofra no akofa bema fofro akoba adwaman. Enu nti no emrane say obo adwaman nti it has made it impossible for you to marry a fabra.
Okay.
Okay. So adultery. Any war desertion. Say abandonment. Me know what some family home in Musawa say me mosika me know na. Sometimes
it's not emotional neglect, not abandonment. I thought abandonment is when you have left the home.
So there was separation and separation. But we say in a case desertion desertion man make cano where jawara na to ho. In fact, just removing your wedding ring, what you have to want. It's a sign that you are deserting the marriage. It's one of those things. Same main foul. The point is that anything I may I don't care about the marriage anymore would constitute that. Over a period of time, because you cannot petition the court within 2 years of your marriage. It must be after 2 years. Within that 2 years, the money demonstrated say be a fan of or share more frano or share Musa was only all those things.
But move to the same house.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah, it happens.
And the court will say move to the same house. I thought abandonment was a nipano efifi.
We'll come to separation. Until that one will be classified as separation. Until separation in 2 years with consent. Say be a macrow. Me ko share UK kakra. Ako ye juma kakra. Michelle mo they do 2 years now so we na won to me a brand say fabra. Ni twetwam. And there was separation without consent. Boga ware ni bi. Ako hye mu a paper say mo ntimi mba e kwa they could do 5 years a brand say fabra. Let's not assume that a automatic divorce. It's not automatic. It's a ground. A ground. And your word, you may be to say a bro or bow or moo publicly. I've seen in traffic now. Obama in the area can always see a bad form. And we check here. It's not more than once. It's been happening. It's unreasonable behavior. And you're afraid it may be unreasonable behavior. Say me know why DBI and you're chatting with other women. Those things that are unreasonable. So
those things as you said, it's grounds.
They are grounds.
I think we have to make it very clear that those are grounds because I think that Ghana, it's very difficult to get divorced. I think the law intentionally makes it difficult for you to get divorced.
Yeah,
so that yes, will be sorry, and now we're waiting. As Rev Manuel said, it's grounds.
It's a ground. It's not automatic.
I think some are stronger grounds than others. Would you agree that some are stronger grounds, easier to prove? For example, say papa way they are bar lashing a naked wife. Like it's so obvious.
It's terrible.
But bibi to say on a men or dampim on the other women I think for me that's one there you have evidence and you must have evidence and you must also be prepared say ebia ombeka bibi beka say ebia call they might how do you call it recommend that you go for counseling.
Oh yeah, I mean.
I think some grounds are stronger than others. That's my point.
Well, I would rather say some grounds are easier to prove than others because the court will admit that why no dey bia na dey camera see so gather evidence. That is why you are a witness in your own case. And you see, over a long period, you might have complained to somebody. Into all petition, no go who say, "Ani busa say asofu one near busuafo mpanyimfo ni bi atena se aka na." So that gives the court the knowledge that indeed they are complaining on Hoda. Because apart from who are being who dance, there must be somebody else who can testify that several complaints of they be about massams or the TikTok users or no so definitely camera and see be man say and as ban say na na but they are complaining that ubiati. So that becomes some of the evidences the court will rely on to indeed believe that this is what has been happening. So these are the grounds: separation with consent, 2 years; separation without consent, 5 years; desertion, adultery, and unreasonable behaviors. A lot of all these petty things. Into women as a seer under the ordinance, you can present them in court for dissolution of the marriage.
Okay. So what is the difference between divorce under custom versus ordinance?
Okay. Into ordinance no dear cost over from court pen you go no customary one you can beat me go fie and also beat me the court tell the be make say you were under court you were traditionally your marriage is not inferior and on chele say when court in yasem when court was sempa why not say you hu you kunu bo I was the court me can wasem because it's domestic violence, it's battery as a matter of fact or bo pa we the nyina ye hu inti I mean, it's your fact. And say your marriage. There's a there's nothing like small marriage in Ghana. All marriages are independent. All marriages are, as long as we are validly done, the law recognizes them. And if you have an issue, whether it is divorce or whatever, Brand so between the back court. Am I can once.
Okay.
All right.
So it doesn't matter which type you are still entitled.
Yes.
Okay. So what what is the process for obtaining a legal nisi and decree absolute? I don't even know what this is. Explain. What is legal decree?
And only a divorce, the levels of divorce. There's sometimes you declare and say mojai, but certificate name by and you just certificate no crowd. If you send you apply for judgments, all those things are there. But I rather skip that one. It's very technical. Let's stick to the general information. General education.
What is the process for obtaining? Is divorce valid if done only at home or before family elders?
Okay. And what do you feel? And I did in fact sometimes the same day cry 1 hour after near court ordinance. Now, who on what then sako fierce who go fear dear no. Honoma was with Jawari. But you are still very married. Because Wawari no converted to ordinance, which means that a year court in what the final say. It is a good video and cry now. Okay. Once I would find what the Bushana de Amomo, you have shown respect and everything, done that for them. There was a court. Now, the divorce process until say you be done.
Can you divorce under Ghana law without going to court?
Under ordinance marriage, no, you have to be in court. The only thing in fact, the only thing it me when it comes to divorce, and it's a settlement. You know, say a mass custody, maintenance, property sharing. And really, there will mediators a bit me at near T and say, okay, fine, member me and some member back, okay, my dear to near the no terms of settlement amount. But you still have to go to court for the final dissolution of the marriage. You know, you agree on your terms. You are presenting and one my judge. So, young Casampo, you are teaching and your mother that your document in it. The judge only focuses on the dissolution itself. So, he will not get into any man similar channel. A warren and Casadin, there is only a court that can cancel it. But a ban of ancillary reliefs, which is the massam, japadi, any of those things, it can be settled at home or by mediation or whichever way. And then the document is done for you to present as part of your divorce documents for court.
Okay, so control room has one question, so I'm waiting for them to send me that question. But in the meantime, let's just say hello. We want to say hello to some people. All
right, so this is Rev Manuel. You've been seeing me do my videos. Today, I'm online. Say, Baby Deep and Komoka Cranty. What's him with Sebiano or the Fatoho? And maybe more, I'm sure I can. Your pon crana still meet me, you know, and also meet me a family a dim como. My name, Madame for Pa, never had AC Sutherlands. And I'll boy my say, Jumawe. Namisha.
It looks like sometimes
and I have to
you should say hello to
Facebook as Namisha Mopa for joining. Keep your questions coming. Some are entering the inbox, but I assure you, I will be able to answer you even after the live session. Namisha.
Okay, so the next question is, please, can you touch on compensation? I'm assuming the person means compensation because we're talking about marriage and divorce. Compensation in that regard.
Alimony, most of the time, you're near say, Beman be sumobano, Beman be sumobano, Beman be, and yet they be an Bema sumoba. Diana, at Habanesa because for mostly Ghanaian marriages, no, Beman a breadwinner, in Canada, Beman and a shifty. It for mostly, me didn't come about me church. It say a banner say, one and now provide you with fee upon divorce, no, one about be soon back.
But what if you were not providing?
Exactly, it's me didn't come back. There are times you can't say none of the couple was dependent. We are Juma, be a Juma. In Tiaban Sanaba, who we sell limonia, it's me because they are non-dependent. Both have their stuff to do. In Tiaban, in your one sem, and your tomatoes are quite 50 and the amount. It's Alimon recently, Judge, Supreme Judge, Supreme Court Judge Becca said, Bema Susu, and yet be now about Bema Sumoba, or Bema Susu feel say, time I'm more worried, or Bana Nekoba, on a Jawani, say Jaya, Obano bet me request it, mental obey me request compensation from Obano. Obama no bet me request and then see, but the thing is that Imran say, Imrano, you use the word spouse. one can say the husband or wife, it's a spouse.
Yes.
So any one of the parties
this is totally wrong.
can request.
No.
Okay. What did I make an answer?
Because Rev, you mentioned our culture, and in our culture, Obama, una be worry oba.
Okay. Oh, kind of say if you actually feeling a busy go away, so now be found yes, you soon. Ms. Me tell your law, how the law looks at alimony before granting it.
Wow, but that is not to our culture at all, because young culture, and even if Obano ends more cry,
it will kind of pay the memory of the culture at a particular given time. But what does the law say by way? What does the law say with alimony? In fact, also kind the Marriage Act never. I've done several videos on that. And I need to check on it. Alimony is not automatic, that is given by the man all the time. It is actually given by the breadwinner of the marriage as of the time of divorce. Until we have some people we call stay-home husbands. Obana ne koba. And now, Oshano. What's an Yajawa? Pachobit me request alimony. A bejama. And men man in time we say because I best. But Imran said either of the spouse can request financial compensation upon divorce.
This is very good information because I would have never even.
But what's never here? Oh, now you're into some. Baby, can I want to ban a show? Once we won't mean kind of way dinner. Who go first? Can who was some ban? Yeah, sure. Take of credit and zoom. Anyway, so it's there.
Okay. All right, so that is the thing on compensation, but. In fact, I think since there's more to compensation, so now we can, on what grounds Nombeka said this amount or that amount?
Who said I could be requested?
It's based on request.
Yes, now there's a case law. Bema Obana requested. I think it was about 1.5 million Ghana cedis.
Okay.
And but when Timmy and Provisa Bema ni bit me a TSS cano, into judge net so. So what it means is that you requested keke. Whatever amount I requested by way of financial compensation, you must also be able to prove that the man or the woman can pay. A grantee amount. So there are some cases judge Nankasa share and the 100,000 better amount because each case be a different.
It is a different scarf from Scoudation.
Oh, that's different. Maintenance is different. Where would you assume the party now or you're dependent on you during the marriage, you know?
Good point.
That's it. It's different from maintenance. Maintenance is a child support.
Child support.
Yeah, child support and spousal support.
Think of that. Say two different things. I think that's very important clarification.
Yeah.
Okay, so how does the court decide who gets custody? How does court decide? Say Oban nefa nkola na na so bema nefa nkola. Miti we be say nkola ni so a mo prefer some dey one bema one papa
Oh, Debbie. It is the child's best welfare in the area. Most of the time, all things being equal, most of the time, most of the time, I'm saying all things being equal. But you who be so about for 2 years, papa. That's because of some things. One, she was a danger. We're already the woman posed a danger to herself and then the children as well. What was the other one? I mean, there must be some things that can disqualify a woman from having children. See, sometimes it's not even about the age, but what is best for the children. But what am I saying? We don't have a straight jacket for it. No. It is Obano. In fact, Obi can say Obano Unisika. You know. Obi a here and say, "Oh, to me a good mother." Into papa na was cano. The Belgium of Fana Mobano. Now all this cano acco. And yet, for here, some kind of what your curiosity doesn't deserve. No. Any addition. All right. So it is mostly the child interest, based. You can't a ban of custody as someone. You better about family addition.
All right. Control room. Do you have any more questions or we're good? Control room.
Okay, so while we're waiting, let's go.
Okay. Does Ghana automatically give children to the mother?
Okay, yeah. It's not automatic.
Okay, control room, please send it. Okay, when can a father lose custody? Maybe we should first answer the question of the types of custody, Anna. So there's sole, joint,
and what's the other one? Okay, see, there's custody and access.
Okay.
So that's where you have the restricted access, the supervised access. All those types are there. But custody there. You say, when does a father lose custody? In fact, like I mentioned, all things being equal, all the children below 18 usually don't go to the father. All things being equal. When I say all things being equal, you'll be arguing that come. Meti Jolu. What's the other place?
Katamansu.
All things being equal. Once you have toddlers, no, there's no way a court to give them to you, because most of the time we've seen it. Fathers will go to work and leave the children for their neighbor. The children are hungry. A mother will hardly do that. So I think naturally women will do well. It doesn't mean that there are some that we don't have men who are not doing more than women can. But generally, it looks like the women do a better job when it comes to infant children.
Maybe it comes naturally to us or something.
It's I think it's a natural thing. It's a natural thing.
Call it? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. The next question is, can a wife continue to trust her husband after he has hurt her so many times?
So many times. Well, we were not told the magnitude or the degree. I mean, how painful it is. But trust, like I say something all the time, trust leaves on a horseback and returns on human foot. If you keep hurting the same person, over and over and over, one day they will just walk out and leave. Because sometimes, I don't know what kind of hurting it is. People have been hurt so much, they develop some terminal illness and their lives ended. Whatever it is, I think that we must always put our lives in front of the marriage and not behind it. If you put it behind it, you're going to die before your time. I keep saying that all the time. So once one person keeps doing the same thing over and over and over. Biblically, it's easy. I will just tell you, keep forgiving. How many times should we forgive in a day? Plenty.
70 times.
It does not also mean that throw your brains away. Anything that takes you or gets you close to death, I don't think that is what God wants for you. So I can't give yes or no, but you are in it. Where is it leading to? What is your health condition now? Many people, before they even call for any counseling, they have already developed the BPs and all of those things already. Is that what God wants for you? Is that what God wants for you?
Yeah. But you are in it already.
Yeah.
So you are in the situation already. The person keeps, promising and failing. So what does the person do about it? The person doesn't want the option of, sorry, we cut our line cut, so let's try and go live again. The person doesn't have the option of leaving. So what are some of the psychological steps the person can take to buttress themselves? So we say, nipa we me say they be ofeli me.
All right. So in therapy, using what we call ACT, acceptance and commitment therapy, there's one thing that I teach: changing interpretations. We can have something can happen now. I'll look at it from a different part and smile about it. You look at it from a different angle and get angry about it. It's because of how we interpreted the event. I get the point. Same event, different interpretations will give different behavior or different response by way of our emotions and, of course, eventually how we respond. So, if only you can change how you are seeing the person who is who keeps hurting you, it will help your emotions and you will respond better. So, typical good example: when you get to the supermarket and then the sales assistant or the sales girl is being rude. You can see it as, if you want to get angry, you can see that, what kind of disrespectful girl is this? Do you know who I am? I am the CEO of so and so. I will get you fired. You see, you are interpreting that I'm a big man, you are a nobody. I can get you fired. Then another person looking at it this way. What if this man, she's not being paid, or she's going through some bad stuff? There's something happening to this girl. You begin to feel sympathy. You may even say, take the change. Interpretations. So sometimes if you want to help yourself, change interpretations. First one. Number two is your emotions that are killing you. So if only you can learn to detach. It's a gradual process. So that whatever the man does, because you are no more seeing him, supposing it's a man because women also hurt people.
So that no matter... The question was a wife.
So. Oh, it's a wife. Oh, okay. So no matter what the man does, because you have changed the way you are seeing him. Somebody said, as for me, now I see my husband as my landlord. Whatever he does to me, I just see it as my landlord disturbing me. So it doesn't hurt me anymore. He has changed perspective.
Or become, wow.
You know, so now when you're hurting me, I don't see my husband hurting me. I see my landlord hurting me. And my landlord has been coming and hurting me all the time anyway. So, I mean, that's how he managed to get, be in control of her emotions.
That's nice.
So changing interpretations and shifting perspective, it will help you. Eventually, when your emotions, when you're not so attached emotionally, nothing he does will hurt you anymore.
Yes.
You expect him to call you 3 times a day. He doesn't call you. You're not moved. But you keep expecting him to be what he cannot be.
Yes.
And that's what is hurting you.
Yeah.
So change the way you are seeing things to help you. Once you want to remain in that house, this is coping counseling. Once you want to remain there, these things must, stop expecting. So you don't get disappointed.
And if I can come from the Christian point of view.
Yeah.
The thing is, you cannot put your trust in man, no matter what man it is. But in this situation, I can understand that if it's your husband, you expect to have some level of trust in the person, but the person is always disappointing. But then you have to learn how to make Christ your security, not the man. When you start depending on God for those things, people laugh and say that maybe it's too theoretical, but it's also a way of coping, where you rather put all your assurance, all your confidence in God. Let it be prayer or meditation. Start working on yourself. Change your focus. Because if you do not, these kind of disappointments, they hurt your very soul, and it can really cause some serious sickness. Rev, there's one here. The person said Rev, so I know they want you to answer it. What do you do when both families agree that for the safety and sanity of the man, separation should happen?
Yeah.
It's 3 years now. What should the man do? Having in mind the woman accepted that her actions were intentional because she wants a divorce. Wow. And it's unsafe to be with her.
All right. So divorce, whether it is under moral ground, spiritual ground, Christian ground, legal ground, whatever it is, divorce is one of the conflict resolution techniques. Sometimes you divorce for your own safety. You separate for your own safety. There's nothing like legal separation in Ghana. As for divorce, it's a personal decision we take just so that we can, just be sane with ourselves, or to get, once we separated for some time, sometimes we begin to act better and see things from a different angle, and we come back again together. So please, as for separation, once there are issues going on and you keep knocking your heads and you're not feeling well, emotions are getting heightened, sometimes you are going to do stuff you never imagined you could do. If you find yourself in this bracket, please separate for a while. Sometimes when we are separated, we begin to appreciate some things. When you're close to somebody, familiarity, you don't even see the goodness in them anymore. But the day they leave you for even 1 hour, they begin to see they begin to appreciate
the value.
You well, and they will come back to their senses and come and do the right thing. And sometimes I tell people, when you are separating, there are only 2 things you are going to expect. It's either going to break the marriage or it's going to make the marriage. So that one, you have to be ready for it. But with what you are talking about, separation is what will help you. Give yourself a very long rope. Give yourself time. Don't rush to reunite even after 1 year. Take your time. We have seen people come.
It's been 3 years.
Uh-huh.
And so he's asking what he should do. Because after 3 years...
Of separation?
Yes.
Okay.
And having in mind that the woman accepted that her actions were intentional and she wants a divorce, don't you think that they should reignite conversation for us to see, okay, what is the situation now? After 3 years of separation, what is the status now? For them to then agree on what to do next. Is she in the same frame of mind? Does she still want divorce? How about him? Can the people who mediate in the family meet again to have a discussion? So
this one is between the couple themselves. Somebody must make a move. We're a professional. Okay, can we see a counselor together? So over there, both of us can actually, express ourselves, talk about what is going on, what we're expecting. Maybe we don't even want to do it again. But this is where professional help comes in. Because you've been separated for 3 years. Nobody has made the move to divorce for whatever reason. Sometimes, okay, you know how people say, I still love him. I won't leave him, but I can't live with him.
Good for you.
You know that thing. Oh, Papa, wait, and I say, hey, I've been that means to be Jano, but we can't also intimate so not together. So that is where professional help comes in. What is it that what is it that is between the two of you that you can cohabitate? What is happening? Say, yeah, when me say, whatever it is, it will come out in the counseling room, and then we will now know how to address it. But once they have not divorced, somebody is holding on to something. This is where you seek professional help. The two of you, actually. I've heard couples say, no, here it does not help. One person alone cannot go and do a good job on himself or herself and come home, and the other person is still the way they are. No. Both, as for counseling or therapy, whichever one, both you must do it together. So whatever the counselor is telling your wife, you are there. And so that you will know how to manage it when she begins to respond to those things in the marriage. It must be done together. Don't send your wife away or husband away saying that you are the problem. Go and seek help. No. That doesn't help.
All right. Another question is, it's here. We've got another question. Thanks for this opportunity. If your wedded wife left home for 2 good years as a man, and you don't have money to go and file divorce, what can you do?
2 years.
Yes. And you don't have money to go and
you have left home 2 years. So you have the separation 2 years there.
Yes.
That has come. And there's no money to file. Okay, so, well, people like me, there are sometimes I give legal aid services. It's not everything that I charge. So there are some of the petitions. So in your case, let me just answer. Please, just call me. I can get that done for you for free. Okay.
Can you give them your number, or they have it already?
Oh yeah, I mean, as for the number, once we are on Facebook, the number is there. Okay. My bio is there. Every video has my number anyway. But it's not even every lawyer that charges money for petitions.
Yeah.
Some will say pro bono. Oh, today I did the mediation today.
Okay.
Was a different center. The lady, the mediator was doing it for free for the lady. So it's not. But just reach out. Sometimes you feel people. But you make a move.
Yes.
So don't say you don't have money, so you stay home and die. Please.
A closed mouth is not fed.
I like that one. A closed mouth is not fed. So please reach out. You don't need so much money to get your case filed. All right? Thank you.
Okay, so we've done it for about an hour now.
Yes, so I think we have how many minutes to go? I think we're shutting down at 5. So
okay.
yeah.
Okay, all right. So we shut down at 5. So if you have any questions, please send it as soon as possible so that we get it answered for you. Let's go. We're on custody. So, does cheating affect child custody decisions?
Oh yes, there are some spouses who are, in fact, chronic, habitual, unstoppable adulterers. There's nothing we don't hear in the counseling room. There are some times, one spouse has traveled. Just weekend though. As soon as I don't want to say him or she or he, because both parties are doing it. Don't say that. That's so stereotypical. One party just left for the weekend though. Just weekend. I'm talking about Saturday and Sunday. As soon as he or she left, there was another person in the house. Like chronically in the same bed, matrimonial bed, that kind of thing. And used to buy impact. Because this case I'm talking about, not just one out of many out of many. The children were in the house. And then a spouse brings another person, another human being into the room, and the children are watching. So once the other spouse can prove this kind of terrible parenting or behavior, I don't think you will get custody.
Yeah.
No. Because you share, like I say, in the best welfare of the child now, they can't grow with such a father or a mother.
Father.
That
Okay, so can a father get custody if he wasn't married to the mother?
Oh yes. I mean, you're a biological parent. You know that according to the Children's Act. A child has a right to be with the father or see the father or mother at any given time. So it's not about marriage. The fact that it's your child. Yes.
Proven by DNA tests.
Well, these days, we need the DNAs.
Yes. Can a mother deny access because the father has not paid maintenance?
Well, I have seen some court cases where, yes, the father was denied access until he paid, the backlog. He was given a whole, what do I call it, for lack of a better word, a whole album from years. you have to cover this. At least when you are done paying more than half of it, we can begin to arrange custody. Arrange access. Access. You know, so yes, it can affect you. That's why we say that no matter what it is, don't stop taking care of your children. You can hate the woman, you can hate the man, whichever one. You people are grown, but for your children, you cannot do that to them. No matter what. You know, even the woman who you have not divorced legally, the law expects you to maintain her. So we've seen many times where as soon as they get to court, the judge takes money from the man and gives to the woman until the case was over. It's a requirement because she's still your wife. Yeah.
Okay. So, who is responsible for child maintenance?
There is no law that says only fathers. It's a shared thing. Let's agree on how we are going to do it. It's okay, I'll handle school fees, or I'll handle the transport, or I'll handle uniforms. It's something we agree on. There's no law that says only men should maintain or take care of their children.
So, what expenses does child maintenance cover if you are asking for child maintenance?
Oh, okay. So usually school fees, transport, feeding, medicals, all of those. And then you also put some chop money down for unforeseen stuff. Those ones, the court will fix it for you, or even in our normal married lives. All these things go into the children's welfare. And then aside these things, emergency, anything can happen. So that money must be there. So for those who are divorcing or those who are just doing some form of co-parenting from different places, these are the components of the child maintenance that you're going to be given to you. So the school fees, all those things are separate, and then we say also put 1,000 cedis as maintenance fee monthly.
Okay. So there's another question. Thanks for the knowledge you are sharing. I'm in a relationship with my partner, and we are yet to settle down. But my fear is any small issue should be given a breakup threat. Am I safe?
Who is doing that?
The lady.
The lady easily says, "I'll break up with you. I'll break up with you."
Am I safe? Because we are supposed to do the knocking this year, but those breakup threats pull me back.
Yeah, you're supposed to be worried. You're supposed to be worried. You are not marrying her as a favor, and she's not marrying you as a favor. You see what she's doing? She feels being married to you or she being with you is a favor. And once this has not been sorted or cleared, please, you are not safe. It's not going to stop. You are not doing her a favor. Even if both of you are favoring yourself, we need each other. So we don't marry because you want to favor somebody. You don't marry because you want to say thank you. You don't marry because if I don't, people will talk. No. We marry because we have found our suitable helpmate who will help us with where we are going with our lives. Where is our destiny? Where are we going? If you found somebody who can take you there, hallelujah. But not somebody who will keep blackmailing you like this, you are not safe. Okay? Seek premarital counseling. Some of these things are addressed there.
You are not safe at all. And these things, I always say that marriage is like swimming. You can stand at the edge of the swimming pool. They'll tell you that, move this way, move that way. You do your hand that way, but until you step inside, you will not know. We get that advice a lot that, what happened before marriage will happen in the marriage. And we always think, they will change after marriage. Whatever is before the marriage, the person will do it times 100. So please take it from the two of us when we say that it is a prelude to what will come. Please take this very, very seriously. As he said, go and see a counselor, and you're a man. Please let logic go before emotion in this situation. It's better a broken engagement than a broken marriage.
Yeah. Whatever we see during the times of courting, they don't just disappear. They only get escalated when we marry. People now become their real selves after marriage. So what you're seeing is just a little tip of 20 or 30 spears. Okay,
so let me explain it in this way. Whenever she's stressed, her option is that she wants out. Now, these small stress issues you are talking about, say, stress comes up more. Worry and collaba bemu, financial issues bemu, issues will happen even more. So please, whenever how she reacts during stress is how she reacts during stress when you guys are stressed out in the marriage. That's all it's saying. A very important issue. So far as you have noticed, it is really something. I think it's great that you see these things before. That's and right. you take courage to make bold decisions. It takes a lot of courage. It's not easy, but it takes a lot of courage to save yourself from issues that will happen years from now that will affect children.
That's right.
Okay, so the next one is can a mother deny access? I've asked that question already.
Okay, yeah, due to lack of the maintenance.
Yes,
yeah, we've answered
I've answered it already. Okay, so let me get another question. Can child maintenance be adjusted if circumstances change?
Oh yes, why not? Yeah, well, we in the full now next month I go boom sana. Send your marcos through.
So you have to go back to court to
request?
Mostly.
Say busa. Na say Jano and as whoever the breadwinner is not on TRC and patch up to me to come here adjust it. Some of these things can be handled at the DOFSU and the social welfare level.
Okay. For the lack of knowledge, my group perish.
Oh yes.
Okay.
I'm glad I even said this. Yes, the DOFSUs, the social welfare, they're able to handle this child maintenance and custody and issues. When it gets beyond them, but they can also handle this.
All right. But what happens if a parent refuses to pay?
Okay, thank you very much for this one. I have seen a man who was always thrown into jail anytime he appeared in court because he has just refused to maintain his children. Like, the judges couldn't understand him. What is wrong with you? But it's a serious thing. And when you keep saying that me near Juma, I remember one judge asked, "Now, who near Juma? Why not near Juma show bano?" So that one is not an excuse. It's one show about me patch up. The judge can exercise discretion and throw you into jail. Of course, out in developed countries, people are in prison for not paying child support. You know that, right?
Yes, but I didn't know it even happens in Ghana. So
the judges put them in.
A lot of knowledge.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I think that is why it is so important as a woman to have something of your own. Because if they throw him in jail and children are out on the street, not in school, what will be the point?
Well, for what I've seen so far, I have not seen anybody and someone for that. But I have seen the 2 days one, 2 days one day one at the court where the man was being stubborn. Like, he was kept there the following day. They started the matter. Okay, Yate, go and do the right thing. When they appeared again, the man had not. They kept him there again.
It's the children. I'm sure he's laughing at the situation, but for me as a mother, it's the children that makes it the whole issue heartbreaking. Where mothers have to be WhatsApping strangers and asking people for money because somebody, like what Rev Manuel said, is like on point. Who should work to look after your children? If you are saying you are jobless, you are homeless, who should work? Excuse.
They will still put the order on you to maintain your child. So I'm laughing about it because it was crazy how a man can just be determined that I won't give you money for the children. That's what I just can't fathom that. Yes. But the issue is it's a very serious thing in court. Even if, in fact, neglecting your spouse, the judge can throw you in the cells for some time just for neglecting your spouse, or not taking care of her. When you know that she's dependent on you, especially in cases where when our catching some money near Juma, and Woofy, why won't you have a car? If you work with 2 money, and I was stressed. No, willful neglection. The courts don't like that. Indeed, once or that's your year in the MS, was why in them to take there, she's no more your responsibility. It's not a good news to hear. I know it's very annoying, but this is the law, and it actually makes sense. Once the person is deep, on why in a Juma are different, but or you're dependent on you, then what will happen? This was somebody you once upon a time loved so much. It's amazing how love can turn people.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
All right.
Like when you see like the typical example of somebody being lashed like this, the question I was asking myself, is this somebody you laid on the same bed with, had children with, that you're able to take in and lash the person? Like, how it can turn, it's really very, very sad. I heard we have a question, so we're waiting for a control room to share the question with us. Okay, please Please copy and paste it so that we can see the question. Okay, so let's move on. Look at other questions whilst we are getting that question from Telegram. I'm just sad all of a sudden.
Oh no,
because we
have a few minutes to go, so let's grab as many as we can, and let's
okay.
so that we can.
All right, yeah. I see the control room has shared. Okay, Rev, I am looking at talking. Wait, so let me get it well. He or she is looking at continuous quarreling, insults, intentional provocation every month during their marriage, and she cheating with her ex. So there was adultery. You mentioned this as one of the grounds for divorce.
That's part of the grounds. Yeah.
I was willing to start afresh, but she went on to accuse me of abusing her. The police investigated, discovered it was all a lie with proof from a doctor's report.
That there was no case of abuse.
She fought her dad and family because they judged the matter fairly and has refused to go back to meet the family. In fact, on the day of reconciliation, she didn't show up.
She's clearly not interested in the marriage. So you don't need to wait for anything. She's not interested in the marriage. Somebody that went back to her ex, that means that it was never over. For some reason, it's okay to forgive. I love it. But when somebody doesn't want to be in it, you don't force them to stay there. Like we say, love is like a butterfly. You let it fly. You know, you don't force it. So don't force it. Clearly, for me, based on what has been read, this is not a woman who is interested in having something to do with you by way of marriage. So please, look sharp. Look sharp.
It's unfortunate. But I think that as much as you should look sharp, I always believe that when we get second chances, it's for us to also ask ourselves, even if we are the ones in the right, why did I make the choice of selecting this person? And how can I make sure that I don't repeat the same pattern again? So, yes, as much as she's no longer interested, all that, and you have to move on, please do your own introspection and make sure that how you select is also something that you work on.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So
let's take a last one now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. There are so many other questions. Which area? Okay. Says anytime I try to correct her, I think this is connected to the first one, the one you just mentioned. Okay. Anytime I try to correct her on her wrongdoing, it ends up in conflict, and I've been resorting to silent treatment. I mean, yeah.
We've dealt with that.
I don't think maybe when we are young, we don't understand that health is wealth, and so we don't understand that this kind of emotional turbulence that sometimes by trauma, you start enjoying it. It will kill you. Like, it's killing you slowly, and by the time you are 40, getting to 50, BP issues, and you realize that it wasn't worth it. Like those things we used to romanticize about what makeup, sex, and that's what people enjoy and all that. It's you are killing yourself.
There are issues to be dealt with, and
you need to
makeup sex is only covering it, but the issues are still waiting for you. To the extent
that I saw somewhere that there are some people who don't know how to have peaceful relationships because they are used to so much trauma. They are used to relationships where they are always arguing so much that if there's a relationship and there's always understanding, when we have conflicts, we sit down and have a respectful conversation. Then, the thing is too boring. There's a problem. There must always be something. There must always be something. It's your own trauma from childhood that you need to deal with. So
the black man doesn't like therapy, but therapy is not for those who have gone bonkers. Please, I mean, pay a visit to a therapist or a counselor every now and then. Your mental health is very important.
Yes.
There are little things we picked up from childhood.
Yes.
They are showing up in the marriage. It's destroying us.
From childhood.
I love a man who called and said, I have married 6 times. I know I'm the problem. I say, I'm glad you have admitted. So at least we can begin to talk about health. But there are some too who will not admit it. That's another problem altogether. But in any case, I think we're going to end it here. We've had a long ride.
Really? Not even one? Oh, Charlie. Other questions are coming. Next time, please.
No,
Send the questions early.
We didn't start early.
Oh, wow.
Because of I'm going to
this
beat somebody
was
up
very,
after.
very,
But
very interesting.
We definitely have to do this often.
Yes.
Just coming live to answer your questions. But again, the season of Christmas is coming. Be careful. Be careful. Most importantly, it is still a criminal offense to have sex in a car. Last year I mentioned this. A few of my friends were caught up like that. And they had to call me. And the Lord, many people think the Lord doesn't work.
No. It's true. It's the law doesn't work until.
So please, last year I said the same thing. Out of excitement, don't go get drunk. Do these things in cars and stuff. Please.
Maybe you can
go
park.
home.
You can park. If you insist on the car, you can park in your own garage.
Well, I think it was a movie I watched like that.
Yeah,
they drove all the way onto their compound and did it in the car.
Yes.
Please, it's good to have your fun and everything, but please, the law works.
Because the Ghana police, they know that the season has come.
So take care of yourself. Be very careful with these things. Have fun. Draw your family together. Get close. Reconcile. Forgive. All of those things. But please, be measured with how you celebrate. The laws are there for our own protection. Don't go after somebody's wife. I keep telling people, listen, whether we stay pure or not, God will forever remain God. Whatever He has access to do is for our own good. So one called Chesi Obi and also Obi and Fasika and Niwechi Anajo. So please, let's keep the peace. Let's love. Merry Christmas in advance.
Oh, tell them to subscribe to my.
And then, if it's your first time here, follow the page. I'm also on TikTok, Rev Manuel, and Izzy has the
JCTL
worship.
worship.
Yeah, that's it.
On YouTube.
Talk about the studio too. Where we are?
Yes, we are at Avoda Studios,
Yeah.
and this is where we do the recording. We are doing Christmas discounts, so if you want to come and record your podcast, your music sessions, go to JCTL Worship and on YouTube and subscribe.
Yeah. Oh yes, and let me tell you about the Singles Connect coming up next year, February. Yeah, more details are going to come up. But if you are single, don't worry.
If you are single like me.
Oh yeah,
single but not searching. Come and search. I'm waiting for February to search.
So I'm putting together something very nice. 50 men, single men, 50 single women. I'm going to vet everybody. I keep saying something. I don't want to have people who have mental issues, who are depressed, to come and disturb other people's sons and daughters.
All those people who are married but single.
Well, yes. So everybody will be vetted. So not everybody will qualify, unfortunately.
Vetted and investigated.
That is extreme. I'm very intentional about creating that environment for people to mingle and receive love when they also give love. Yes. So it's all good. It's all holy. It's all righteous.
Yes.
We're doing everything in the name of our Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Amen.
All right. Have a good one. Bye.
Control room. We are done. Are we on or we are off?
I'm good. I didn't know when to do this. I didn't want to tell them like we're still on.
I know.
Live issues.
Control room. We are done.
Oh boy.